Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Takeaway Tip Tuesday. I am your host, Ramona Remisat. I'm an intuitive success coach, angel therapy practitioner, speaker, and co-author of the Amazon bestsellers, 365 Days of Angel Prayers and 365 Ways to Connect with Your Soul. And I'm so glad that you're here today, again, tuning in to, like I said, another episode of Takeaway Tip Tuesday. Today I have something really good and juicy, as always, to share with you. And this came out as a result of just kind of some recent downloads that I've been picking up, particularly around the idea of compassion and forgiveness. And sometimes those words, they're kind of emotionally charged, and it can be difficult for us to wrap our head around forgiveness in particular, because we feel like if we forgive somebody, then what we're doing in essence is saying that whatever they did to us is okay. And that isn't the case, right? We want to pull those two things apart, and we're going to separate the person from their actions and forgive the person. But I'm just going to give it another minute before I really get in here today, because like I said, there's some meaty stuff here that I want to share. And I just wanted to, see if I can get a few more people on. I hope all the moms watching had a fantastic Mother's Day weekend. I myself had a great weekend. I was in Vancouver to catch the first show in the new U2 tour. Very exciting, because they're my favorite band. It was an awesome show. And it was really cool because the very first time I ever saw them was 30 years ago when they first did the Joshua Tree Tour. And this is the Joshua Tree Tour 2017 for the 30th anniversary. So it was very, very cool. All right, so why don't we jump right in and get to today's topic. And like I said, this is really around the ideas of compassion and forgiveness. And it came because, like I said, I was getting some downloads, and I decided to choose a card to help me select today's topic. And I got this card, the compassion card. And this really is a reminder to just stop being so mean to yourselves. And this is really an epidemic, and I find it's mostly with women. There are men too who fall into this, but it is mostly women. And we just get into this thing of comparing ourselves to others, especially if you're, in the arena of online coaching, you're an entrepreneur, service-based entrepreneur especially, right? So you kind of get into this thing of seeing what everybody else is doing and then comparing and then trying to measure up to where they are. And if you don't quite meet the mark, you do feel then, like you're less than, right? And you just, it's not a nice place to be. So we really have to step back and be kinder and gentler to ourselves. That again goes back to the message from this year, the overall overriding message for 2017 about, self-care. And that is about, the nurture, the compassion for ourselves, and not to be so hard on ourselves and keep telling ourselves, oh, I could have done this and I should have done that, and all those things, right? So we need to be softer and gentler with ourselves. And when we're not, it really creates some blockages for us to move forward, right? So right now, if you're feeling like you're blocked, if you're feeling stuck, if you feel like you're taking, 6 steps forward and 5 steps back and kind of start, stop, or spinning around kind of aimlessly, feeling overwhelmed, not getting anywhere, or you're working really, really hard, but you're not seeing the results that match, part of the reason why that could be happening is because you are kind of being too hard on yourselves. The angels don't want to move you forward to the next, step in your life until you are at your best capacity to get there. So sometimes they hold us back a little bit because there's some work that needs to be done. Okay, so one of those things, like I said, is getting back to being kinder and gentler with yourself. But more often than not, the bigger piece of it all is about forgiveness. There might need to be some forgiveness, and that forgiveness can mean of yourself, and it usually does, because like I said, we're kind of mean with ourselves, right? So we have to actually, be okay, remembering we're humans, we will make mistakes, nobody is perfect, and not to, just relentlessly, beat ourselves down for things, right? So I want to share with you today a very powerful exercise that can help kind of bust through some of these blocks, that can really clear up some of the unforgiveness you may be holding on to. And it goes back to that saying that holding on to anger or holding on to unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. So the more you harbor that, the more you hold on to that, you are actually harming yourself. Okay, so think of it in those terms. So for this exercise, you're going to want to do this when you have some time, you're not going to be interrupted, and you can really put some thought into it. And I still really like, good old-fashioned paper and pen, because I don't know, I just find the minute you put a pen to paper, it just really opens yourself up to all kinds of things coming through. So for step 1, you're going to think about any person, living or deceased, who's ever angered you, upset you, made you feel bad about yourself, etc., right? And like I said, it might be, people that come easily to mind, but it might take some time to really think this through. And I do recognize that, this can be difficult in itself. So give yourself the space and time that you need to be able to really put forward your best effort and come up with some names on the list. And you might think you don't really have that many names, but as you start, there will probably be names that come to you and you're thinking, oh my gosh, yes. And like I said, don't forget to think about putting your own name on the list too. So that's step 1. For step 2, you're going to want to go through that list one name at a time. And again, when you have some time to devote to this without interruptions, you're going to picture that person in front of you and you're going to say, so-and-so, I forgive you and I release you. And I hold no unforgiveness back. And now you are free and I am free. Just really breathe into that and visualize that separation. When we have a relationship with people, we form what I call these etheric cords, right? They're like invisible cords of energy that run between you and that person. So you can imagine yourself, if you're visual and you like this idea, you can imagine, cutting through that cord or slicing it with a sword or whatever it might be, just to really feel that sense of separation, right? That person is free, you are free, you're not carrying that burden any longer. You're finally at that place where you're willing to exchange pain for peace, right? Let's put it behind so then you can move forward and you're not feeling trapped or stuck or like something is holding you back. Sometimes people say, I don't know what's going on. I almost feel like there's this invisible barrier that I just can't break through. And, all of my friends and peers and everybody else is moving forward in their life and I'm here stuck, right? And then after they've gone through this exercise, it's like that barrier just crumbles. And all of a sudden, they're moving forward, they're getting momentum. The things they were feeling stuck in are gone now, and it's wonderful. So it is worthwhile to take the time and effort to do this. Now, if this really resonates with you, especially, you want to consider going forward with this exercise. But like anything, when I'm working with clients, I always say, don't go rush off and buy a crystal or a specific deck of angel cards or get a specific therapy or modality done because I said so. Okay, this has to resonate with you. So if it is, then by all means, please move forward with this. But I wanted to share this with you so you have this tool in your tool case for those times when you need it. Like I said, if you are feeling stuck, you can't get going, you're just like going around and around in circles like a dog chasing its tail, right? It's we're almost halfway through the year. If you feel like you're looking at your goals for the end of the year and you're thinking, wow, that's never going to happen now because we're almost halfway through the year and I'm just not there. This could be a good time to really consider getting this done, getting some blocks out of your way so that you can move forward and sort of catch up a little bit and still cross that finish line strong in December. Okay, so I hope that's making sense. And I hope that you will consider going through this exercise and trying it out. And then I would love for you to come back here and let me know how it went for you. Let me know, do you feel lighter? Do you feel like some stuff has shifted for you? Are you actually getting momentum now? What did that clear up for you? Or what came up with that exercise as you did that? Maybe something else has bubbled to the surface to your awareness that needs to be dealt with, right? Like I said, it's not that the universe is being mean and kind of holding you back. It's just that it doesn't want you to move you forward till you're fully capable of moving forward. And so, like I said, that can mean some inner stuff needs to be cleared out and dealt with. Okay, so that's my takeaway tip for today. And like I said, please let me know how that goes for you, and please share this. You know, there's a lot of people out there who are feeling stuck, a lot of, you know, entrepreneurs, business women who have wonderful businesses, so many people to help, and they're getting in their own way and they're not able to help the people who need them. So please share this out, let them know so that they can get working on this, and we can have that beautiful ripple effect. You know, I help you, then you share it with somebody else, that helps them and it helps their clients, and so on and so on and so on. All right, so thank you again for watching. Don't forget to join me here again next Tuesday for another episode of Takeaway Tip Tuesday. And until then, you can also pop in here Monday through Friday in the mornings, and you will get my daily angel guidance message as well, just to help you with knowing what's, you know, giving you a bit of a heads up for the day and a little bit of a homework assignment on something specific that you can work on that day to help. So, and I just want to also give you a final resource. And if you haven't gotten this yet, I don't know what's taking you so long. But I have a free video series. It's called The 3 Essential Steps to Getting Anything You Want in Life. And it's yours free. It's my gift to you. You can grab them at RamonaRemesat.com. That's RamonaRemesat.com/free gift. Once you've registered, check your email. You're going to get an email that says, please confirm. You know, spam laws. I don't want to spam anybody, so you have to tell me for sure you want the videos before we can send them to you. And once you open up that email and click the confirmation link, you'll get 1 video a day for 3 days in your inbox. And if you don't see that email asking you to confirm, please check your spam and your trash folders. And if you have a Gmail account, definitely check your promotions tab as well. All right, so that's it for today. Have a fabulous day, everybody. We'll see you back here next week for another episode of Takeaway Tip Tuesday. Thanks for watching.